Okay. It is the ninth of the first month of a new year. It's cold. And rain has started to drizzle down from a foggy gray sky. Your ship wades through the waters, and you catch the first glimpses of pale green lights coming from the tinted lanterns of the homes within Sweetwater. Despite the weather and the late afternoon, it is somewhat busy in this dock. People still talk and whisper. You can hear the sounds of some music from a few of the dives on the pier. But everybody gives you looks as you walk by. You definitely feel like you stand out. But the thing that stands out most to you in this strange gray cove is the candle tree. It's a slender tree about 25 feet tall. And despite the late winter, its leaves are caught in the vibrant orange, yellows, and reds of a fall coat. This supernatural tree draws your eyes to a well-named inn just across from it, the Candle Tree. As you approach it, you hear the sounds of bawdier, loud music, something vibrant and jazzy playing in the background as you see a few sailors, dark elves, and very peculiar looking humans, stout and perhaps sick with something, though it's hard to tell. As they shuffle by you, they pull up hoods and place fisherman hats on their heads and leave off to go sail another day. You walk towards the quieter, comfier looking abode of the Candle Tree Inn. And as the door swings open, you're met with sounds of conversation and music. And you can see dark elf sailors gathered at a couple of tables playing cards. You can see um, a few halflings and even some strange lizard-like people who at first you thought might be dragonborn, like Zarman, but are more slender of frame, and their lack of tails make them stand out. You can see behind the counter is this human woman, about 40s, plump and kind of chalk covered hands. You can see that there's what looks to be almost a big pin of chalk right next to her and some strange uh, poles, perhaps quarterstaffs, until you catch the eyes of a few people using them to play some sort of game, knocking balls around on a table into corner sockets. The loud sound of clinging billiards fills most of the room as you make your way over to the innkeeper, who gives you this missing tooth smile and says, "Well, you ain't sailors. What can I get for ya?"
Well, I mean, what is the local favorite?
We got hard liquor, and then we got the watered down liquor.
Hmm.
She taps this big keg next to her, and she pulls out a bottle and places it on the table.
Leaf would run up and be like, I'll have some of the hard liquor. Okay, thank you.
She clinks a couple of shot glasses out.
I will take some of the water one. That sounds very fancy.
Y'all look like a couple of fancy people.
Harry,
That
thank
is
you.
the first time anybody has ever told me this. Thank you.
So what brings you around these parts? Y'all gonna be needing rooms, I'm betting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
You have them.
something like that. Well, we're also here for a little bit of information. We were
You
planning to head
sound
to.
really far away.
Yeah.
Oh, do I? Oh, there you go. It's
Uh-huh.
better?
There we go. Yes.
Oh, we were. Well, actually, if you could help us with this, we were actually wanting to get to the negative temple.
Ah, you're one of them kinds. She just pours out a couple of shot glasses now and just pours some out for all of you. First round's free for the idiots.
Thank you.
Did
That I have
she,
been called many more times.
did she give us the good stuff though?
Yeah, she just poured out the shots. She only has two things.
Okay.
Hana
Is
would
there
gladly
something
take
we
it.
should know? We know it's dangerous.
What more you need to know other than it's dangerous?
Well,
You don't want to need talking to me. The one you're going to want to talk to is old Snake Eyes. He'll have everything you need to know. You can
Ooh,
catch him over there, taking everybody for their fool's money. And you look over at the table of dark elf sailors where you can see one with this pirate hat and an eye patch over one of his eyes, sitting there across from three of the other ones with a pretty hefty pile of coins in front of him.
uh, is there anyone else we can talk to? Because he seems like the shady type.
I Hana coughs loudly.
Is there any other type of person?
Uh,
I'll
when you're
talk to
fine.
what? I accidentally muted.
You're good.
I said, I'll talk to
I
him.
mean,
What are we asking him again?
how we're getting to the negative temple?
Oh, okay.
Or what hazards are there?
Leafs.
Also,
No, I'm nothing but hazards. You're gonna find hazards the moment you step out of Sweetwater. You're gonna go out there, and every single thing there liable to eat you.
Oh,
Just
like the
like
mountains.
in the ocean. Yeah, that's great. Okay. Uh, Hana will just sit down at the bar and have just watch as Leaf goes to talk to this person. But did Kelly send us anything that she wants to be given to her family? Because I know she has some over here, like any letters or whatnot.
Um, y- no,
Okay.
not really. She didn't have any. She's not much of a writer.
Okay.
Um,
Are there any places where she says we have to see this site? Got a little tourist list.
no, nothing really came up. She
Okay.
doesn't really talk much about Wildavir.
Okay then.
yeah, have a feeling.
But
So,
uh, sorry. Go ahead.
no, I was gonna say Leaf would have asked, like, probably Zale, honestly. She would have been like, come with me. And, like, gone up to talk to him, to the
Uh,
dude, and been like, hey, my friends are trying to see Dimension Zero. Do you know anything about them?
leave. That's the wrong one. Wrong one. The negative
Oh,
temple.
sorry, there, Spunky One, but if you're looking for a card game or a club, you're
No,
not looking for the right place, though. The Bordeaux might be what you're looking for.
She's just gonna look at him.
And it's not even him that answers. He's just
Yeah.
sitting there staring stoically at his cards right now. And the two of the other ones are sweating, and one of the other dark elves sitting there leaned over to talk to you when you walked up.
Uh,
You catch the sudden sense of tension between the people sitting at this table. And looking at it, there is a lot of coins sitting there.
how much?
You can go ahead and give me a perception check.
+1. It's a scratch table.
Oof.
You're up. So 16.
Looking at it, it's probably somewhere to a number of about 200 plat.
Oh shit!
You see a couple of actual, like quite a lot of platinum pieces in there, mixed with a lot of gold and a handful of silver.
He would look to the man again and be like, I see you're a little busy. Could we possibly talk to you when you're done?
It ain't on the thing, no, Masha. This is over. I was just letting her sweat it for a moment. And he lays his cards out on the table. And you see as one of them stands up, the other one places a hand on his chest. And the one who had spoken to you stands up and he just says, "We'll see you." And they walk out. He takes his coins and just starts stacking them. And you watch as he pulls his pirate hat off and just starts like swooping stacks in as he counts them. And he says, "Go on ahead, take a seat now."
So sit
Is
down.
he? Yeah,
He points at the 3 empty seats there.
Leaf would sit as well.
"So what's your game there?"
Not playing. Mom. Needing information.
He looks up.
We need a way.
I see what you're looking at now. I can see it in your eyes. You got that crazy look. Yeah, I can do it, but it's not gonna be cheap. If you're thinking about going in there, have some sort of map. Maybe here's what's dangerous and here's what not. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you that everything is dangerous. You gotta build a relationship. You see, you look like a tough kind. You might be thinking, this is like other dangerous places. Places where you don't know just what might be lurking. That ain't the case here. Everything is known in these swamps. There are no secret. But there's only one person who knows every single thing. That's Mama Noha. And that's who you need me to take you to. Am I wrong, no?
You are right.
We would not know.
I love Leaf.
I won't be able to explain that to you, but yes, we need to speak to Mama Noha. And
If you were to take any old boat into these swamps here, then no, the wood don't belong. You gotta have wood that's got a relationship with the swamp. I got a boat like that. And what you need is my boat.
How much is gonna be?
He looks at you. Starts placing all of the gold coins. You see it counting and counting and counting. And says, as I said, it ain't gonna be cheap, no. No. But I got a feeling that you ain't hard on the money. Am I right?
Mm.
No, I can smell it on you. You got gold in your veins. More platinum, more like it.
Nina trips on a chair walking over.
100 platinum ahead for every person I managed to bring back alive.
Huh.
Sounds like a sweet deal, right? You die, I get nothing. Don't go thinking about it too hard. I'm gonna be over at the Bordeaux. And he stands up, and you see as he places that hat now filled with the coins right on top of his head, and he just, with the one eye not on a eye patch, gives Leaf a wink, and then walks right past you guys.
Leaf will wink back, but it's like really bad and awkward. Like she's like, she's just trying. She thinks she's supposed to.
If you have to wink back, it's just.
Honey's taking the second shot. You're acting like a city kid, man. You're really rusty.
I've been in love for too long, honestly.
I'm very
Rubbing off
disappointed in
on
you. She takes a swig.
Any case, I think it's a good deal. I'm fine if it's just dying. Well,
I feel like
well,
dying would be a very interesting experience.
yeah.
Dying isn't interesting because you can't talk about it afterwards.
I mean, who knows what happens after that? Maybe you could, and it's just other people who are dead that you are talking to.
Well, actually, that's a good question.
Sometimes you can, but you have to. Yeah, you have to be really cool to be able to die and talk about it after. I think.
Oh, so I think that I will be able to do this.
I mean, you are really cool. I will say that.
And so are you, small one. And she pats you on the head.
Thank.
Well, in any case, let's go meet up this Papa Noise and accept this deal. What time is it right now?
Hmm?
It was
What time is
Snake
it?
Eyes that we were talking
Yeah, the
to.
guys, yeah, you're talking to some guy named Snake Eyes.
Oh, Snake Eyes, that's right.
There was
Yes.
eyes in the name, it's fair.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And they're both dark elves, supposedly.
Yeah, it's like confused. So
Yeah,
Snake Eyes.
no.
And Nina starts prying up a plank on her maul and pulls out 4 moonstones, 6 tiger eye gems, and a diamond. And it's like, will this help?
Well, deal is
No.
if we die, we pay him.
Oh, so I will only do this if I am not being cool when I'm dead. Good to know.
Yeah, something like that. Anyway, let's go meet up with Snake Eyes and accept that deal.
I mean,
And you could go meet him tonight, or you guys could rest up. It is the evening.
might as well.
You ask about what it was he was talking about, the Bordeaux, and you find out that there's a place called the Bourbon Bordeaux, and it's that place you saw with the louder music that you were coming by with the sailors coming out of it. Story is they have better liquor. Candle Tree has better beds.
Yeah, we'll stick to Candle Tree. He glances over to Gwen. How's she been reacting to the sights?
Gwen?
Yeah.
Gwen has mostly been focused on like your guys' conversations, and then kind of doing the bodyguard kind of thing. Looking at exits, watching as people walk by, stuff like that.
Gotcha.
Well, oh, I mean, it's up to you guys.
Frederick says, yes, I would prefer to get a good night's rest. Yes. I must decide what sort of magic would be most appropriate for this type of environment.
Oh, yeah. It's very smart. Fee, we should go put our heads together and see what we can gather up for spells, right?
We're gonna learn more druid stuff. Yes, I've heard that Wildevere is the best place for learning about druid things.
Yep. Everybody, almost every druid goes to have their pilgrimage here. So, are you ready? First big steps into the wilderness.
You watch as she goes to reach behind her for that staff that she's been carrying ever since you guys came back. And she goes to take this long stick, this branch, and whirl it like a baton and plants it in the ground. But she gets about halfway through the twirl before it fumbles, and she kind of goes to grab it with the other hand and then plants it with both hands into the ground. And she goes, "Let's do it!"
Good recovery. It starts clapping. But
Oh, I can do this as well. And Nina's gonna use her fucking swap feature.
No!
Just one charge.
Leaf is she's just analyzing this entire encounter like, this is social interaction.
He just looks wide-eyed and is just tries to match your pose afterwards, and she's like, I guess I need to work on it.
it's all about the
we will do a
confidence.
practice.
Yeah.
Alright. Let's go find some place to sleep, y'all. I'm starting to get affected by this area.
How
time
many
to talk
rooms
about
are you
them.
getting?
Oh, how many beds
Nina
are
is
in a
assuming
room?
that her and Leaf will be sharing a room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it just 2 beds, or are there multiple in a single room?
There are a couple of rooms that have single beds and a couple that have 3 beds in them.
I'm gonna say that just do 2 and 1, so 2 with 3 beds and then 1, then yes, a couple with single beds. That should fit everybody. That's 6 and 8. Something like that.
So, which rooms?
2 of the 3 ones.
Yeah.
And then just I think 2 of the 1 rooms.
Gotcha.
That should fit 8.
Alright.
Yeah. The room 10. I'll go to my turns.
Oh, Chance, before we go forward,
Okay.
is Nina's goat on the boat? Going on a boat? Or did Screed come with us?
On the airship.
It's probably on the airship.
Yeah. Okay, I figured. I just wanted to make sure because that changes things. If we,
I
have
mean, he
a
can't
sudden
really
goat.
get through the swamp very well, but
Yeah, he can teleport, but not that well.
Yeah. But okay. So yes, it is 2 silver and 2 gold.
Okay. Let's give him 3 gold.
Yeah. All right. Y'all settle down for the night. Go ahead and get y'all spells and stuff prepped if you want to.
Yep.
Okay.
Already.
You wake up in the morning, and who's roomed with who?
Nina and Leaf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who had the
And
rooms alone?
Yeah, that's the
I would have the room one in the room.
probably maybe Frederick is the second one alone because he might do some Frederick
Yeah.
stuff.
Stuff.
They need
Yep.
to
So
have
me and
privacy
Frederick would
for.
be single rooms
Alright.
by ourselves.
Yeah.
Alright, so then that puts,
Yeah. Hanu would just room with Gwen and Feet.
okay. And then that puts,
Arthur with Nina and Leaf.
got it.
Hell yeah.
Alright.
Nina
Arthur.
snores.
Arthur sleeps through anything, so.
It's a good thing, because Nina's a loud sleeper.
Arthur doesn't need to sleep, so when he does it, it's just because he's like, I just need time to go by quicker.
Oh,
Like, is used to Nina at this point.
Yeah.
Basically sleeps through anything if she's trying to.
I feel like Leaf just, like, Nina just kind of, like, sprawls out, and Leaf just kind of is like, well, I guess I'm just sleeping on top of her, and it's just this tiny little air genasi on this massive Goliath.
Oh, yeah.
Well, and Leaf, like, probably doesn't sleep a lot anyway. In general, like, she's got a lot of ideas, but, yeah, she would just be pretty used to having to lay there and endure the night.
I think, is Ember also with us, or is he on the airship?
He's on the airship
Okay.
for the time being. Yeah. Okay. So,
I just imagine 2 extra beds because Arthur doesn't really sleep on the like doesn't go on the bed and leave his curl up on Nina. So it's like, hey.
Uh-oh.
Oh. You're doing me a frighten.
okay.
Oh no.
So, that would make it the room with. So, in the morning, as Nina, Leaf, and Arthur settled into rest at their various intervals, and still dark outside, but a slight haze has started to form itself over the city of Sweetwater. You startle awake to the sound of breaking glass. Nina, Leaf.
Yeah. Leaf would be up in a second.
And Nina would be up and raging.
But yeah, Leaf would be going towards wherever that noise came from.
Okay. You start to move towards the window. Go ahead and give me a perception check. And since Nina is raging, go ahead and give me an attack roll.
One sec, I just gotta see what happens when she rages.
Yeah, because she's wild fucking.
Shadow tendrils lash around you. Each creature of your choice that you can see within 30 feet of you must succeed on a con save or take 1d12 necrotic damage. So,
You see black, twisted, bloody wings flapping in your direction as talons go towards your face.
cool. And yeah, and then she's also going to attack it.
Yes.
They're going towards Nina.
No, yes, towards Nina. You're. I need you to, but like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Would
I'm
she be
waiting
able to
till you get
recklessly
your.
attack?
Your perception was a 15, and yeah, of course you could.
I see it.
Yes, we'll get to it in just a moment.
Okay, so
27
Yes,
to
that's a hit.
And it does that, my right. 10 damage, and then it needs to make the con save.
It doesn't
DC
need to because
17.
it's dead.
Yeah, I figured.
You watch as this as Nina bursts up in her bed. You've already made it quick as you are, right out of your sheets. You see as the bed just like flies off to the side with the sheets onto the floor, and you rush up towards the broken window, and you immediately note outside that there's nobody in the street. It's completely empty. All right, but uh, and the only light is coming from a few of these greenish tinted lanterns that are there. As you turn to look back away from this window into the room to see what had come through, you see Nina coming up immediately out of her bed, thrashing and recklessly swiping at this black feathered bird. And in a single hit, it's dead, and you see the body of a vulture lying on the ground.
Oh, well, that was frightening. And she pokes it with her toe.
Can Leaf do some kind of like perception or insight check to see like what the fuck? Like,
Or as you can tell, a bird just flew through your window, and Nina killed it in a single blow. It's
okay.
a really ugly looking bird, but you've seen vultures before. Just
Does
they
she
don't a little different, a different type, but it's familiar to you.
does she see anything out the window?
No, you saw nothing. An empty street.
How loud was that, Ruckus?
It's so early in the morning that you it's so early in the morning that it's still pretty much night outside, so it's dark and mostly lit by street lamps, but you looked out in every direction and you didn't see anybody. And then you saw Nina killing a bird. Who knows? Maybe the wildlife here is just crazy. I don't know, Hanu, what's your passive perception?
15. Does Nina yell as she rages? Or,
Yeah, she'd be like, "What the fuck?" And then she would smack it.
Okay, you would hear Nina yell. That's the only thing you would hear.
Leaf is just up in like defense mode on probably like 10 feet away from Nina or in whatever
Yeah.
side of the room. Just like, what the fuck is going on?
Hanu will just
Well, Zell would
stir.
hear this.
Yeah, Hanu will
Because Zell's
stir.
tranced.
And
so-
we'll just creep out and just knock on your door.
Yeah, no, pretty much everybody is awake at this point already. It's the end of y'all's rest. So y'all are
Yeah.
just in like this very early stage of waking
Oh,
up.
then she
and-
would have
Yeah.
been training in the morning. So she,
Yeah,
she
Nina casts her mage hand and picks up the vulture to get a better look at it.
Yeah. Hanu stops her forms, take a few deep breaths, and then just knocks on
Looking
the
at
door.
it, it's a big, massive bird, but
She's just gonna
Just a
keep
bird.
carrying it around until the mage hand goes away.
Oh, when did you guys meet a friend, I guess? Or not?
I think I may have murdered a friend. I don't
mean-
know if it was friend. It did break the window.
It didn't really give us a choice. I don't know.
I mean, maybe if I had stopped to talk, it could have become friend, but I do not usually do this, so.
Well, I thought it was just really foggy after a while when I first woke up, and that just thing just came out. Nowhere? I think it's like some kind of.
Oh, just because I'm curious. Checking it over, Chance. Does it look like the vulture's made of magic? Or look like
no,
actually
looks like it's an actual bird.
Well, sometimes certain people can see through eyes of animals, so maybe it was out and about, or maybe it just has a bone to pick with one of you. I don't know.
Or maybe it was just like, oh, this is shiny thing, and then came into the place.
Maybe.
I saw at one of the Goliath camps, there was small furry creature, and it ran in the tent.
Birds are dumb. They do bird-brained things. I mean,
Hey now,
bird-brained.
you stop that, and she will cover the ears of her owl. Just, wow. She will look out and look up at the sky. It's still kind of foggy, right?
Yeah, well, yes.
All right. She's gonna look over this bird and see if she can sense an augury with it. something about since you got all smushed up, just glancing over to see if this is kind of a sign. So about going to should just question going to the on the boats with Snake Eyes.
Or augury?
Yeah, Augury. So she's like, huh. Oh.
Wheel and woe.
Well then. Well, could she check this? See the importance of vultures because they usually don't. They're usually
You know they're carrion feeders.
Yeah.
You know enough about them to know that they're carrion
So I'm
feeders.
like, well, Nina, do you have anything stuck in your log that's kind of rotten?
I think I got rid of that a couple of weeks ago, so I don't think so.
Okay,
No,
well,
I mean, doesn't explain why it went through a window.
I really think that you might be reading into this a little bit too much. It could just be a dumb bird.
Yeah,
you know what?
I'm on the
I'm-
dumb bird side of this.
I'm gonna leave right now. You guys are being very rude. She holds her bird closer to her.
And Nina just picks you up.
Thank you.
Well, in any case, let's all get ready. Make snake eyes. Best chance of leading us through the swamp.
Leaf is just kind of shrugging this off, like she's gone back to just observing.
Yeah, so for the next minute, the bird is just like hanging like 10 feet away from Nina, and then after the mage hand goes away, it just drops, and she doesn't pick it up.
Yeah, this is probably when Honey did her augury. She was just looking at around. Ritual casting it, and then came with real woe. Okay then. It's peculiar, but something to keep an eye on if there's more along the way. Can she just internally ask a question to Grant to see what if vultures are known for doing this in Wildevere, or is this something extremely out of the ordinary? Just about vultures in general. It's like what?
You get an everything's connected.
She kind of does a little fist bump to yourself. Fuck you. Okay. Well,
Come here, honey.
I'm really tempted to bring it along, but I think I'm just gonna bury it outside politely. Give it a proper burial, a Wildeverian burial, and which probably is just putting it into the swamp question mark.
Yeah.
Probably.
Time to make a vlog,
throw it in
honey.
the swamp.
She will gently place it into the
Oh.
swamp. Just
Nina was like gonna yeet it.
you can yeet me in there too, but I will be with the spirit. Throw, I guess. So, you can throw Hanu in there. She's fine.
I could throw Hanu in the swamp.
And then
Okay.
she's gonna
Make
after.
me a dexterity saving throw as you place it in the swamp.
Yeah.
Oh fuck! There it goes. I was ready for it.
She's like, I have landed right on my feet. Let's fucking go. Dexterity.
Should have gotten Nina to place it in the swamp.
You were throwing me in there.
Yeah, I was about to yeet you in there.
12.
Oof.
Uh-oh.
As you place it down into the water, you see a bit of the moss and thick layer of life that's accrued itself on the top of this swamp kind of spread away from you as you step down closer. And you can see underneath it clumps of rising weeds and rocks, and the moment it touches into the water, you see come right out between a couple of those weeds a snapping head of a snake. As it rises up out of the water and bites into your wrist, you let go of the vulture, and suddenly it twists itself around the entire creature, and you watch as it sinks down underneath the water, and once more the mildew and the algae comes in and covers it up so you can no longer see it, and the stinging throbbing in your wrist begins to build. I need you to make a constitution saving
She's
throw.
like, holy shit, that was so cool.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh,
You take 22 poison damage, but are not suffering any other effects.
I have it in half because I'm resistant to poison.
Oh, thank God.
hey.
Awesome.
She's just
Perfect.
like,
So 11.
Yeah, immediately
Wow.
seeing that Zella's pointing you by the freaking collar, like away from the water.
she's like, guys, the wildlife is vicious. So
And
cool.
Small blue
You
one.
watch a
This
couple
water
of
is green. It is not blue. You do not match with it. We
You
will
know
take
what?
you away from it.
That is true. that is very true.
one of the tamest things that probably could have jumped out of there.
Uh-huh.
I mean,
Yeah.
Look at that. And you see Arthur point, and you see something you hadn't quite even noticed, but it's surprisingly close to you, only about 10 feet away, and a clump of all of that algae on the top of it. And between a couple of these lilies that are floating are a pair of eyes and a reptilian snout. This massive gator, just but 10, 15 feet away from you. It's just chilling there, though.
Yeah, Anu nods.
Yep,
Cast
moving
speak
Hanu back.
No, yeah, she casts speak with animals. Hey. Wild, right? She steps out. She'll shape water herself, so it's a little bit kind of a, like what a squid will do, just whoosh, right to the shore.
We'll lean over to Hanu and be like, hey, ask him if he wants to join us.
Yo!
You know, he'd probably fuck some shit up.
Hey, we're gonna go on the wild adventure, wild ride. You want in? Can give you some food. Well, you can probably find some food along the way.
We're gonna go see Mama Know-How. You know who she is, right?
Yeah.
And you can go ahead and give me animal handling with advantage.
Are we befriending an alligator or a crocodile?
Why not?
Great.
She will guidance
Or-
herself.
So like look at like Hanu's arm expecting it.
Nina is ready to fucking fight this thing if it tries to attack anybody.
Well, dude, that was pretty good.
I will eat the thing that feeds on your bones. And then it swims away.
Sweet. Okay, I think we got an in.
Hanu, how about next time you don't touch the water, okay?
I think that's kind of hard to do, honestly. If
Listen,
anything,
he smacks you right on the bite.
listen. If anything, she just like pulls that away, doesn't flinch. Do you honestly think we're gonna be able to stay in a boat safely without anything trying to toss us over?
Well, that's why I'm flying, but I can't take all of you.
Do you,
Oh, does this mean that I might get to fight a thing in the water? I've
Listen,
never done that. I've
Zale.
only done it on the land.
there are gliding snakes. You're not safe up there.
Okay, but at least I'm not in there, you point down there. At least I'm not dealing with that.
I don't think you should be making fun of the locals.
I'm not. I'm listening to their caution that everything here wants to eat us.
And we're going right into the negative temple, so might as well at least get a little bite of it before we go right into the
I'd
belly of the
rather
beast.
not have us take any wounds, really.
Yeah, I'll be
You are
fine.
very much not fun. I would like to punch things in the water.
Yeah.
We should get as much of these weird things on our side and have them fight for us like an army. Isn't that what you guys do?
Just like, let's just go fight Snake Eyes, please.
It is a sound tactic to turn one's enemy into one's asset.
I know, she just glares at Zale.
When you're not helping. When you're not helping right now.
But that snake that came out, did she manage to get a like certain type of it?
No.
May I five check the
You're
snake?
certain that there are probably more types of snakes here
Okay.
than like are
Okay.
known usually. Like there's probably a lot of variety
Okay.
of life in general here.
She will
Right.
catalog that right there and actually see how many snakes there are, but like, okay. Let's go.
Let's go meet Snake Eyes.
The slow build of this music is intimidating.
So, as you make your way to the Bourbon Bordeaux, it's quieter at this point in time, and yet there's still a bit of that jazz music playing as you step within. You don't immediately notice any person working the bar. It seems completely untended at the moment, though there are a few customers sitting around, eating what looks to be some, thrown together breakfast from whatever kitchen they've got in the back, and downing it with a bit of either ale or mead. Looking behind the bar, you can see there's quite a lot of variety there. Looking immediately, you don't spot Snake Eyes, however, amongst the denizens. There's a few dark elves, but they all look to be just regular sailors. And other than that, everyone else looks to be mostly locals. And as you approach the bar, wondering where the person tending it might be, you see suddenly popping up from over the top of it, just as you reach it, we're going to look, slamming two of these bottles on the top of it, is a familiar dark elf saying, "I think I found it, yeah, no? Oh, yes, you are the crazy ones looking for a tour guide, huh? Yeah, here's a drink, it's all me." And he takes a couple of glasses out and he pours it over.
You accept your deal.
Well, perhaps I could get you something to eat. The person in the back there, mighty fine chef. I don't know if you're used to eating Torto cuisine, though. There's a lot of fish involved.
No, so you came from a place like that. It'll be fun.
Hey, buddy, go ahead and whip us up a couple of more breakfasts, yeah. There's the sound of like something clattering in the back, and he goes, "Hey, don't need to take him a moment. Yeah, take a seat at the bar. We can do business."
When Nina sits at the bar, if there's anybody who looks like they might be able to pour her a drink, she's gonna ask them to pour her.
He's on the other side of the bar
Oh,
right
okay.
now, and he popped
Yeah.
up from behind
Oh, okay.
it with a couple of bottles. And the second you guys approached, he lays out a bunch of glasses and just starts pouring you guys drinks and shouts
Okay.
back to the kitchen for them to start cooking up a meal for you.
I
guys.
misheard that. I apologize.
So would nurse the drink.
Nina would ask him to pour her something that he thinks she would hate.
You're trying to prove how crazy you are, huh? Okay, I got an idea here for you. And you see as he reaches under and he takes something and he goes, no peeking now, huh? And starts mixing something behind and underneath the bar, alright?
Shit.
Nina closes her eyes and looks away.
And then he kind of takes a finger towards you, Zale, and like gestures for you to peek over the counter what he's doing, alright? And he's just pouring like a bunch of shit together, alright? And then he takes it and like mixes it with this licorice or something, all right, and
Uh-huh.
fills this shot glass up with it, all right, and then takes what looks to be a mortar and pellis and grinds up a bunch of dried peppers and sprinkles it across the top of
Oh
it,
my
and then
god.
sits it right there on top of it. Yeah,
Uh,
go ahead and have that there. Let's see how crazy you are, no?
She downs it before he even finishes his sentence.
Constitution saving throw.
Zella's like looking, like his eyes
Okay,
are kind
let's
of like,
see if the
oh.
barbarian class breaks my curse.
Let's see.
Nope.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh no.
Nope, I'm just cursed.
Uh,
Or
Hana,
it's
do you have-
funnier if she fails this, either way.
Hana, do you have some?
Well, you take 3 points of poison damage. Hey, look at that! You didn't even die, no. You're a lot tougher than you look. I heard that about your mountain people. Is it
I
true
have-
your skin's made out of rock?
That is what the people that I would occasionally follow would say. I do not know. And she's just happily sitting there. Barely even noticed the damage.
So you got yourself a funny accent there. It's not like anybody else here in your group. So, I was sort of wondering, what brings a motley crew such as you? I mean, you probably got a name, yo. I mean, every single one of your adventurers seem to have a name these days.
I am Nina.
My name's Leaf.
No, I mean, like us. No matter about it.
The paradoxes.
I knew it. Got that money and the name and everything. Normal, actual adventuring company. The real deal. Probably
mean-
think you're hot shots, huh? Probably been to all sorts of dangerous places, eh? And you think, oh, this boy, he ain't never been nowhere. He don't know nothing. But I'm gonna go ahead and tell you. Ain't none of us know anything compared to Mama Noah.
I
So once
mean,
I
she
get
has
to
no
her-
how in the name.
That's very true.
And that's there for a reason, yeah.
Well, there's definitely someone we need to talk to before we get there.
Really far away again.
Yeah,
damn
come
it.
on, speak up, city boy.
You gotta shake up over there.
Ah, alright. There we go. Speaking up now. Yes. Actually, talking to her would be very useful. I think a lot of information we're gonna need for the negative temple. So, do you even know where she is?
Oh, I know where she is. I'm used to taking groups like yourselves out there.
It's often groups go out there, like us.
Every couple of months or so, somebody gets the idea in their mind. In fact, I just took somebody out there not that long ago.
No.
She happened to have
Yeah,
like
I
blonde
mean-
hair or something.
Oh, no, nothing like that at all. Another elf, though.
Oh,
What the-
actually,
What do they look like?
One of those wandering monk types. Pair of sandals and a robe. I told him he wanna dress up different for the swamp.
she
Must have been made out of steel, that man, though, because it didn't seem to bother him. Fucking crazy.
She looks down to her own garb, which is her monk uniform, and she's like, "Yeah, we kind of are." She's dressed like a hobo, and then she looks to Zale, who has his nice clothes. She's like, oh. Shakes her head, like, ah, gosh, yeah. You
Yeah, I'd suggest buying something a little bit more. Something that'll blend in a little bit better, you know.
Yeah, some of you guys are sore thumbs, coughs.
They got a couple of cloaks that ought to keep you nice and dry.
Nina ruffles her cold weather gear that she's still wearing. This is not acceptable then?
You,
Yeah, it could do you alright then. I was more talking about this one. I mean... And he just points at, Zale.
What's wrong with what I'm wearing?
A little too clean, you know. Nothing stays clean in the swamp.
Well, I've been dirtier before. So.
Want to
Well,
know who you, the fashion police?
I'm just looking out for your better interests. We get these off alien adventure end types in here all the time. And then the next thing I know, they're asking me to help them with the charges. Saying something like, this outfit cost them 600 gold or something like that.
I mean,
It ain't my
No.
fault that they spend so much on an outfit.
No, can't worry about that with me.
she will lift up her leg and show the monk bindings on there. You want to make sure you don't get leeches, so definitely nothing open, okay? Want to be as airtight, dry as possible, because things will slip in there, and you might not notice it until you're like faint because you're anemic.
And things much worse than leeches.
Yep. Yeah. I kind of tested the waters. Very quick. And she will ask for a basic kind of very strong alcohol to disinfect the wound, but also, is there any drink in particular that works well with these parts? Stave off wandering eyes.
Pours
or
out
poison.
the house bourbon.
Alright.
And at that time, the breakfast is brought out to you guys. And you see this turtle walk out with a big old tray, just like perched up on this contraption he's got on the back of his shell, right? That's sort of balanced like a platform on his shell. And he's just got multiple plates on it, and he just like reaches with this stick behind him, and it just like putting it onto a patch on a spatula. It looks like he's got a two-handed spatula. And he just uses it to reach the plate behind him and then place it onto the counter with you guys as he's walking by. And you see a Snake Eye says, thank you there, buddy. And he flips some silver coin, and he walks back out into the kitchen, and he goes, I'm just trying to get him used to the new management, you say.
That is understandable. Well, kids. Your deal, what we're talking about. We'll take it.
Alright then. So when you're thinking about leaving then?
How about now?
Alright. No, it's not gonna work though. I need an hour.
Yeah, I was gonna say probably an hour from now. Glances over at Zale again, like, what the fuck? Come on. Be polite.
So this kind of shrugs. It's just like.
Oh,
It's
I
just-
do have a question. This bag, and she holds it up, and then drops it, and it goes splonk. Is very heavy. Will this affect things?
How heavy are we talking?
You could try and pick it up and see how heavy it is.
Apparently only
I do
the
not
worthy,
know the numbers.
Yeah, only the worthy can pick it up though. I tried.
Yeah, if we're talking about luggage, you gotta count it as another person. I can only fit 4 people on my boat. Me, plus 3 others.
So maybe need to leave in our rooms for now.
But it has all of my things in it.
I know we'll be back for it.
Oh wait, wait. How? Okay, how? Oh no, I'm not gonna do that. No.
No, don't do that. I
Were
know
you
what you're
suggesting
thinking.
Yeah,
putting a
yeah,
bag
no,
of
I
holding
for-
in a bag of holding?
No,
Don't do
I
that,
forgot
please.
it was a bag of holding that you had. So I'm like, yeah, okay. Oh no, 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 I'm not doing that. No, no,
Even
no.
though it's broken, don't do that.
Yeah, it's the extra dimensional space that still works. It's the weight that's broken.
Yeah. Listen, just give it to Zarman. It's fine. Just put it on the airship.
Yeah, well, it's easy to do.
Isn't the airship actively like
Not
airship?
here.
Well, it's docked like a regular ship
Oh,
at the
okay.
moment in Sweetwater because that's how you got here, but it can't go further into the swamp with you guys.
Oh, okay.
So it's gonna
Yeah, it'll take
fly
off when we leave.
overhead, and it'll meet you guys at the Elemental Temple after you guys go to Mama Know How.
She will
Okay.
open up her bag and be like, just put whatever you think is necessary for this trip in here, and just store the rest of it on board.
She's. Oh god, you're asking Nina to make decisions about what's important. She's gonna take out the fishing tackle, obviously. She's gonna take out the 10-foot ladder. You probably can't fit that anywhere, but she's gonna take it out. She's gonna take out the battering ram, the portable ram.
So I was just looking at this right now, this exchange, and just sitting in the
She's gonna
chair.
take out a bell. She's gonna take out 2 bedrolls. She's gonna take out a magnifying glass that's cracked. And she's gonna take out 2 tinder boxes.
You know, just women just taking things and putting them in purses. It's fine. She'll just stash them in there. Like, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, any of the things that's too big, Nina will just like strap onto herself.
Leaf is just face palming in the background.
That was down to me too. He's just face bombing. He's both
Actually,
face bombing.
she's also gonna take out one set of the manacles that she has and some of the rope.
A little bit kinky here, but okay, I guess. She puts it in the bag.
She has 15 sets of rations. Did not think those were important.
Okay, so as you guys have an hour to prep, there's a general store, so you could buy like most of the player handbook type items.
All right.
If you guys
Which
need to get
Nina
anything.
already has in her.
So, antitoxins.
but
What's
you got a bunch of those.
Oh,
You got 2 of those per person
Yeah.
issued to you by Brave Albion.
Alright.
But if you want to get any other types of things, just go ahead and make a list. We're gonna take a 30-minute break, guys, so I can eat some stuff. And then it's the journey through the swamp to Mama Know How.
Yeah.
And we'll just take a short rest, get her HP back.
I need to figure out what of the things that Nina has on her are just like on her, not in the bag usually, because fuck, I have like 100 items in her inventory.
God, I thought honestly that if you suggested that in like real time with Hadu saying put the bag of holding in the bag of holding, that would have freaked the fuck
You
out.
like knocked her out.
Would have like smacked the bag down. Are you
Yeah, like
kidding?
it was a momentary like lapse of oh no, it's
That
a
was a
Rachel
meta
bag of
lapse of
holding. Got
judgment.
you. Okay, like, fucking.
And it's even
Hadu
worse
would've-
because it's a broken bag of holding. That means
Yeah.
it'd be worse.
Yeah, so I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, you would have seen her pull some absolutely ridiculous shit out of it in that bar, or in the at Pete's place or whatever it's called, in Auvale. So you would know that it is a bag of holding.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I forgot momentarily. I knew would not have.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, wait, what?
I was losing my shit there for a second.
So-
I was like, Hadu, are you trying to make us implode right now? Like, it's like,
Why do you think I just like
mean,
had a time to stop?
I'm
I'm like,
gonna
wait,
throw this out here
just
though.
realized
Nina would be so down to put a bag of holding in a bag of holding.
we're gonna do
No.
that. We're gonna have to do that one of these days. It's gonna be a trap. It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
you know, I don't like that because you know what happens when that happens? We get
Yeah, I
thrown
know,
into
and
the
that's
ethereal
Nina.
plane.
Oh, we're
Nina
not gonna.
doesn't give a fuck.
We're not gonna
Like,
be nearby it, bro. We're gonna just
Oh.
like watch this
Nina would
happen in the
be the
distance.
one doing it. She would be the one putting the bag into the other bag. Partly because she's dumb and partly because it would be fun.
Okay.
Listen, if you really want it, I can make a literal destructive arrow that literally makes a portable bag of holding a lethal weapon of mass destruction. I know how to make it.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah, let's fucking
I
go.
I don't want to because that's too much. That is like Percy in like Critical Role knowledge of guns. That is the equivalent of that. I don't want to introduce that to the world
Gotcha, gotcha.
because I don't want to be freaking vacuumed up into the ethereal plane, please. I don't know how planes shift yet. I don't have a way for us to get back yet.
Okay,
Please so.
so do you guys remember how much HP that snake bite was?
11.
Oh, okay, I was making sure if I thought I was like, wait, was it 26? No.
Yeah, it was 22, but 11 for you because it's half.
I actually thought
Yeah.
she was just gonna go to the edge and drop it in. I didn't know she was gonna go into the water, so I'm like, oh, okay, well, this is happening.
Well, I mean, you kind of have to put your like laying in if just laying in.
Yeah,
No.
you specify gently.
Yeah, you put it to the edge and you take a stick and push it out.
Ah.
Like, that's how I
Also, if there's any
imagined it.
throwables that we want to give Nina, that's the thing.
I mean, just give the holy water. I mean, Honda gives the holy water too, but that'd be more useful too when we get to the probably in the negative plane.
Yeah, because she's got 5 vials of acid, 2 things of perfume, and 3 alchemist fires. If there's any alchemist fire, that might be fun.
Also, yeah, I'm fine. Okay. Honey, you doing healing?
Yeah, should do some healing.
I'm gonna do a vital aura so you get max back.
Do you, okay, yeah, it's your.
I can just activate it.
Okay.
It doesn't. Yeah.
I mean,
that was me rolling. Make sure it doesn't malfunction.
does that work
It's
for
fine.
hit dice?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's any
yeah.
healing.
Alright then.
So
She's just gonna
this is-
just do 2.
this thing I figured out was this is really useful for short rest because I can just pop it and then you get
Beautiful.
max healing.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's kind of how I envision it. She put it to the like right by the edge of it and then pushed it in. But like, why not? She'd be curious.
Yeah, that's what I was imagining. That like knowing Hani wouldn't be necessarily afraid of water or anything like that. She, even though she was told not to be, because
Just like, should step in. Sure.
yeah. I mean, you didn't necessarily really step in. You kind of just laid it, you know.
Nah, you didn't.
I didn't specify as much as how to do it, so that's on me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't have you step into it. You just lowered it into the water and it bit your hand.
Fascinating. Do I need to do a check to see if it's had anything else like a disease with it, or it's just poison?
You're just poisoned,
Okay.
but you were poisoned, so you're fine.
Yeah.
And then you want to roll your hit dice.
Well, I mean, if I'm getting max, I was just 2 hit dice for
Oh,
that.
sorry. Yeah, whatever you want to use then. Sorry, just use your hit dice. Whatever you're gonna use. Nina, do you want to use your hit dice, or you're fine with 3?
Give me a sec.
You get max healing anyways around me right now, so.
Yeah, but give me a sec. This is Nina we're talking about.
That is true.
DC is 10. Yeah, no, she's not gonna use it.
Alright, cool. DC is 10, rolls a 6.
Oh, did we get any base potions, from there?
Of healing?
Yeah.
Remember, they're kind of out of stock right now. We had to do that one
Oh yeah, because we yeah.
for the aberration stuff. Because healing's like really hard to come by right now, like healing potions. And we haven't, we're getting our stuff together with the experts and stuff like that to start getting people to start making stuff for us.
Yeah.
But
We need to, at the end of the month, the garden should be able to produce something. So.
exactly, so we still gotta wait for a little bit for that. Yes. Good old vital aura.
How many lanterns did she have? Just one, okay.
Actually, is there anything that we should get?
I mean, I mean, the only thing I can think of really, um, is maybe getting some rope and like something to tie people who are on the boat together. So if one person gets pulled off, they're like able to
Nina
get pulled back
has
out.
200 feet of rope.
Okay. So, I mean, something
Um,
just to tie people together. In case, someone gets pulled off.
okay.
Yep, that's the only thing really I could think of. Because it says, yeah, I'll have Frederick, Ember, and Rue. Oh no, Ember's not with us. So I'll have just Frederick and Rue with me on the chariot.
We got climate kit, correct? From Oh no,
Nina
that was
has
a
a
dungeon.
grappling hook,
We had a dungeon.
and Nina also has the pythons.
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically, yeah,
So
you could climb.
she didn't take them out, but she does have them. So if you wanted to, in this hour, go through the shit that Nina has, I can tell you what it is.
Okay.
If there, or I can,
I,
I can send you the Google Doc of all the dumb shit she has.
yeah, no, I don't think the grappling hook and the climbing equipment won't be necessary here. Probably necessary when we get to Keen's Grove, and then have to climb that
Yeah, I
mountain.
mean, yeah, but this is the one place to get stuff anyway, so we'll just get that for future investment.
Well, Nina has it, so I'm just
Climbers
trying to think
kit
of what
is
else.
special, is just boot tips, gloves, and a harness, so we already have the pittons, tons, whatever it is.
Yeah, we can do that. We can get that.
Yeah, so just get that one.
Because I guess, I mean, what the one thing is like the chariot's pretty like I could do it for a while. The chariot like I can just do as much as I want. So, but I would have to ferry between up and down basically. That's a lot of time.
Yeah, so, like, who knows? It's good to
I
have
could
a
get
backup.
quickly to it, but yeah.
I would say there might be a point where, since mountains do get a little bit drafty though when you get a little bit higher up, so you might need to do it like vanilla, though. At a certain point, at least. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe.
But also, here, listen, hear me out. It's a harness. We tie, and it says you can't fall more than 25 feet from a point where you've anchored yourself. We anchor Nina to the chariot. She comes in, she fucking smacks shit, okay?
Somebody cast freedom of movement on her.
Okay? I'm just saying. You guys are thinking too literally. Think like me. This is a great way to have Nina just fucking go.
I
Oh my
love it.
God.
And since she's not using fly, she's using the momentum of her swinging down. So it's just a little.
I love playing a not suspicious character. Holy shit.
Oh.
Nina is obscene. Just absolutely absurd. Did I say that she took a sledgehammer out? I don't think I said. I considered it, but I don't think she
You
did.
said
No, I think we're fine.
battering ram.
Oh, and the fishing tackle.
And the banner up. The banner is the siege weapon anyway.
Manacles
So
for
it's fine.
Yeah.
some reason. She's
So
like,
she
oh.
has a longbow, like 40 arrows and 2 crossbow bolts. She's got 2 candles, 3 days of rations, a water skin, a bag of ball bearings, 3 bags of caltrops, a lantern, a tankard, a grappling hook, 50 feet of rope. That's what and the throwables. That's what she always carries with her. And the stuff she took out for swamp travel is the portable ram, a ladder, a bell, a bedroll, a magnifying glass, a set of manacles, and fishing tackle. And another 50 feet of rope.
You got a shovel? Who knows? We might need a shovel.
I think that's one thing that I didn't get.
Oh, well.
Which, honestly, that fits. We can probably buy a shovel. Oh, no, and I was gonna have her always carry a pack of cards, even though she's proficient with dice.
Okay, we have the Dungeoneers pack. That's what I think we ended up getting from
Yeah.
Yokichi. Okay.
I considered having her always carry a crowbar with her, just because I thought that was funny. But I think it's funnier if it's in her bag and she has to fucking look through it.
She's like, oh boy, you better fucking wait. Okay.
Would you guys ask what's in her bag and go through it?
I mean,
Or no?
sometime
No.
throughout. No, listen. Sometime throughout the week prior, she would have like looked and asked, so she knows. At
Yeah,
least
okay,
she remembers
yeah.
a little bit of it. Nina would definitely know
Mhm.
everything. She has a catalog in her mind, or she just, oh shit, I
No.
forgot this.
Yeah, Nina does not have a catalog in her mind of what's in her bag.
Honey-
Literally the stuff that came out of there was she stuck her hand in and pulled it out and was like, "This is important."
Okay, so she'll at least keep a slight mental catalog of. Okay, it's gonna keep this.
Which is why a bell and a bedroll were in there, and a magnifying glass. The fishing tackle I just thought would be funny.
Yeah, so be throwing out his chariot at the end of this. He's gonna throw it like when we're leaving, so don't forget the townspeople. Though, I mean, this is Sweetwater. They're probably see some weirder shit.
Wait
To
a
be fair.
second. We get soap. We put it in something's mouth if it tries to chomp us.
Not throw it near the water.
If it's trying to chomp us, we just throw it in there and see what happens.
I'm not throwing my shit in there.
I'm talking about soap. It's 2 copper.
Oh, soap?
Soap! Yeah!
Listen, the guy literally said we're gonna get dirty. I mean, we could get soap, I guess.
No,
but,
I'm
like,
saying if something's trying to eat us, we just throw it right in its mouth. Just crack! Right in its gullet.
There we go. I gave you guys a list of what's in Nina's bag.
Where it at?
It's in resources.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god, I'm stunning.
Beautiful.
It's onto the 3rd page.
Yeah, it's 3 pages of shit.
Wow.
I counted it and it's around, like, if you don't count duplicates of, like, the gems and, you know, she's got, like, 2 tinder boxes and, like, I think 2 bedrolls and stuff like that. If you don't count duplicates, she has, like, 70 things, just items listed. If you count duplicates, she's probably got 100 things on her.
Okay, question. Why do you have tinker tools and why do you have a whip?
Who fucking knows?
What?
She thought it
Fuck.
looked neat and then gave them way more money than it was worth, which is why she started off with like 20,000 gold and has 14 gold now.
Jeez. You have 4 spears? What the fuck?
Yeah, like, sometimes you just need 4 spears. What the fuck, bro? This is my
40
fishing spear. This is my
arrows.
stabby in the morning spear. This is afternoon stabby spear. No.
1,000 ball bearings.
This
10
is,
feet of chain. Well, no, 20 feet of chain.
this is my
10
evening wear
feet of
spear.
string.
Yeah, no, I had a great time putting all this dumb shit in this bag of holding that nobody else could pick up.
Oh my god.
Because I just love the idea of somebody thinking, wow, this thing's heavy, it must be full of gold, and then stealing it somehow and opening it up and finding it's full of useless shit.
Jeez. 40 arrows. By the way, do you want that magnifying glass fixed?
What? I mean, she doesn't know what it's for. She doesn't even realize it's broken. I love Nina. She was a really fun idea when I like conceptualized her, but now that I'm playing her and like kind of know more about her, fuck, she's such a dumb idiot, and I love her.
She has two grappling hooks for both arms. Just
God.
She's trying to swing like a chimp in the trees.
Oh, does that list say I have 2 grappling hooks for her?
Yeah.
Oh shit! I gotta update my actual inventory. I only gave her 1.
I gotta
Yeah,
write
so
this.
there's 1 grappling hook in the bag, and there's 1 grappling hook on her person. But both crowbars are in the bag.
And just so you know, she still hasn't given you the holy water because she's expecting a trade for the alchemist fire. It's just
Well, Nina's gonna see if there's any other dope shit she can throw at people. And I literally am, every time, going to roll to see what she throws. So she might end up throwing perfume on one of her turns.
hell yeah. Which is why I'm like, let's get some soap and she can just like toss it somewhere. Somebody slips down on it. You never know what could happen.
We should get some more oil flasks.
Yeah.
Oh, a bag of beans.
Okay,
Oh yeah, I considered giving her a block of incense, but I decided against it for some reason. Oh, I just thought of this because I was looking through the items list. In the Wednesday game, the fighter I said earlier got 12 nat 20s, right? 2 of those were with the Sword of Sharpness. So he literally cut off the God of Luck's leg.
ooh. Dang.
Because he rolled 2 nat 20s. We were absolutely losing it.
I guess he wasn't that lucky.
Well, no, he was, because he's still fucking alive.
What about 2 legs?
Because we, over the course of the entire campaign, we met the merchant, we met the creepy guy with the book, we met the tiefling that I used to think was my character's mom, but nope. We met a drunk who was apparently a drunken master, and has an obscene AC that none of us can hit at level 20. Fuck. And so we're fighting all these different incarnations of Foz that we've met over the course of the campaign, and we finally managed to kill the first incarnation out of all of them. And 2 of them have boxes. Every time on their turn they open it, and it's a random effect. So, it's a boss fight, man.
Good old God of Luck.
Yeah, and identity as well.
No, yeah. Oh, he's stolen identity. He definitely needs to go to jail.
Speaking of identity, can I use my piety to identify the staff? Yeah, I wanna know what it is.
I love you, Sapphire.
What? It looks really cool.
He Twitter party.
It's like, I
Oh.
don't know what this is. It's so cool.
Oh man.
Who knows what effect it has, and who knows if he's aware of those effects, so might as well try to save.
I will be right back.
Uh-huh.
Headed into the bayou where everything wants to eat you.
Just want to stay in the air.
So when you fall, you hit the water harder, and then things start just grabbing you.
I got featherfall.
Uh-huh.
At least I'll hit it gently.
So they see you. Oh, there he is. Start like raising their hands out, trying to chomp you. Oh,
Oh man.
kid you not, they are gliding
If-
snakes out there.
If this were an MMO, this swamp would be like one of the end game like zones. All right. Everything here is so powerful that like just being in their presence kills most normal people.
Yeah, that was probably 26 damage ain't nothing to scoff at.
Yeah.
And then 22, sorry.
From a
No,
tiny little
half.
snake.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
tiniest little snake.
Yeah. That was already half because I think you passed the test. So I mean,
Yeah, that would have like outright killed most
Yeah.
people, most commoners.
Yeah.
Right?
I feel like with some
Like,
poisons.
even that shot that he made for Nina was enough to kill some people. You know, if it had rolled max damage, then it could have killed somebody.
Yeah.
what's the damage?
It's just a
Max.
D4.
Okay, yeah, it would kill.
I think with
It's just strong enough to possibly occasionally, every once in a while, kill a commoner if they can't save.
yeah.
You should say that.
Well, with poison stuff, usually when you save on it, it's just you don't get the poisoned effect. You still take like a certain amount of damage, though. I think that's how it was in.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
That's
okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, you didn't take any poison effect because you saved. So you just took the damage.
Okay.
She flexed.
And that was half of the damage, which was half.
Yeah.
So 22 had originally been 44,
Okay.
Yeah,
which
that's
you
what I was-
then half to 11.
Yeah, gotcha,
Yeah,
gotcha.
I was imagining that. I was like, yeah, that would kill multiple commoners in that entire town.
She just flicks the poison out, like, there you go.
I mean, things stay in the swamp. Their lanterns keep things out of the city and stuff, and plus the
Yeah.
music and how loud it is, and yeah, they just, again, that place has to get used to you,
Mm-hmm.
So why none of the cities get to expand very quickly, because if you expand too quickly, the area is just not used to you, and it starts to like encroach and grow over you.
Listen, it don't like no gentrification. It's like, get that shit out of here. Fuck outta here.
You want to make me gentle? Get fucked, good sir.
Thoroughly.
It's a magical swamp for a reason.
But yeah, his boat is made out of wood that comes from that swamp that's really old, right? So it can go to the old portions, alright? If you were to go to the old portions with wood from newer portions of the swamp, alright, that will only help you with the new portions of the swamp. It won't help you, so, again, how deep you want to go depends on how old the wood is from the vessel, right? And pretty much, wood needs to come from the place you're going to.
Actually,
Or older,
Dope as hell.
does Nina have a net? Because we can probably make a net. Who knows?
I don't think she does.
No, she doesn't.
I specifically did not. There was only a few things that I thought this might be useful. The rest of it was like, this would be funny to have.
Oh, wait.
It has
So-
2 small ballista on it, one on the front and one on the back.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
Alright.
nice.
Yeah. Okay. I have a small. Hannah has a small fishing net. She doesn't have the ranged weapon net though. Might be. Who knows? We'll see.
Yeah, for weapons, she has a dagger, a longbow, a club, and a whip, as well as her maul, and then her fists.
I would, if you're also with the turtle on it, this kind of positioning what I was thinking of, you should be behind the boat. Because it's kind of like leading the way. And I was gonna put the chair like right above the boat.
Okay, sure.
So, kind of a convoy.
Yeah.
It's not like.
Okay.
If anybody fishes, we need to fish anybody out because of whatever reason. Might as well have it
Yeah.
few cases out.
Yeah, together. And honestly, you know, he's gonna lead the way pretty much like, so it's best to be, just in case. And also, again, if at least I have like the cover of the bow unless somebody tries to get me from the side, but if I need to book it out, I'll
Alright.
get it out.
I need Constitution saving throws from everybody an hour into y'all's journey.
Okay.
Oh shit. Okay.
Y'all are just going through swamps. It's quiet. You go past a lot of like gators and stuff. He points out how the ballista on it, are good for shooting gators. But if you see anything else bigger than that, don't even bother. All right. The goal is to like slip by quietly without being seen by them. All right. Because there are some things in this place that you don't want to be seen by. But there are a lot of like bugs even at this season. And
That's a lot of 15s.
so, wow, you all got 15?
Except Nina. Nina got a 21.
Me. I have like
Oh.
only 15s all night.
Yeah, right?
Okay, so alright. So, first hour into it, everybody succeeds. You go in a little bit further, and go ahead and give me perception checks.
Guidance this. Oh, fucking
Oh,
good guys.
Leaf perceives.
I will
Yeah.
give guidance to Leaf because I
18.
see that sharp eye of her.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I will give you an extra little boost to Leaf, and you get 29.
It's
Nice.
fine.
Oh, what did Hanu get?
Oh, she was just gonna leave it for you guys to do it. She's just like,
Still's at 18. Oh, 19. Still's at 19.
how do you knows her strengths? Or
Leaf, you're mostly on a boat going through like a swampy terrain of low foliage and these old cypress trees. They kind of buckle out at the bottom, almost like an onion shape of roots rising up out of the water to form these moss-covered trunks that rise up a good 120 feet over your head to form this thick canopy. Vines drooping down. A lot of them, Mashad, you've noticed, are not actually vines, but in fact like massive snakes that are some of them 20, 30 feet in length.
Oh.
Yeah, like really, really, really long, massive snakes wrapped around whole branches. And as you continue further into it, Leaf, you notice something moving further out between and beyond the trees. There was this low lumbering sound that all of you could hear. And it was just this rhythmic shaking. You could see it ripple the water every once in a while, right? And Leaf, you spot something lumbering behind some of these trees, heading around the same direction you're going, but like all you're able to make out from it is a shadowy shape of legs that are about the size of the trees themselves. And then you can't see beyond that. So occasionally between the trees for about 10 minutes of this lumbering, you Leaf spot the massive legs of some creature just outside of your field of vision. And then 10 minutes later, it's gone, and you've kept going, and he goes, here at this point, has snake eyes, just steadily pushing the paddles, lets it go, and you see the paddles continuing on their own, and he starts shuffling the deck the entire time that lumbering sound is happening, and starts doing a couple of card tricks and stuff with it. And as soon as it's gone, he shuffles the deck back up, and he looks over at Unina and Leaf and says, "Yeah, I wouldn't be worrying about that, none. Things like that will stay away from our boat. And as long as your friends stay in our wake, they should be fine as well."
I guess if you say so.
Would that creature be as big as Zargon?
Yeah, about that size. About that size,
Oh,
yeah.
fuck.
Okay.
You figure I mean, its legs were like the size of the trees.
Yeah.
So Leaf
Yeah. So
said,
You
if you
can't
say
see higher than the trees, but somehow you feel like it could have been peeking over the tree. Its head.
yeah, Nina would kind of shrug and just be like, I thought about the same size of thing.
would have said if you say so, but then after like 6 whole seconds, been like, okay, but wait, what do you like? What do you mean? What is that? What? Tell why?
It depends on who you ask. You ask any of the blokes back in the village, they'd probably say something stupid. But I'd save those questions for Mama Know-How. She's the only one you'll get a straight answer from.
Well, she does know how, so I would assume this makes sense.
Yeah. Maybe she just has the gumption to give people the honest answers, and a lot of everybody else is just scared.
Yeah, well, there's a lot to be afraid of in these swamps now, isn't there?
I think the big boys are quite interesting.
Oh, well, good. You'll get a bit of a closer view when we go through Tangaroa's stomach.
Who's stomach?
And I need another set of Constitution saving throws as another question from Mama Know-How, I'm thinking.
Ooh. There's that Rachel con save.
Oh no!
I was like,
Why the two people who are not proficient at Constitution saving throws making it, guys?
Did anybody get on that one?
No.
No.
Okay.
I got 14. Nina and I.
Okay.
Alright. What's everybody's scores?
14.
17.
22.
And 14.
What was that, Leaf?
17.
17, and Zale?
22.
22, Hanu?
It's 14.
Okay. So, everybody other than Zale accrues 1 point of exhaustion.
Damn.
High ass DC.
Yeah. Where is exhaustion on this sheet? There it is.
Yeah, where do I put that?
It's right underneath death saves.
I see it.
Alright, so ability checks are at disadvantage.
Yes. Seeing kind of like as like you've swatted away several of these bugs, but a couple of them have managed to get good bites in on you and stuff. It's pretty much impossible out here, and you know they don't seem to bother him too much. A few of them land on him, and he slaps them, but he doesn't seem to be, feeling any like negative effects. But as he kind of notes the bit of cold sweats parting over a few of you, and the exhaustion and tiredness in your motions. Just, you're feeling it now, aren't you? That'll be the negative energy temple.
Oh,
The closer you get to it, the more you'll start to feel like that. Until you take the trip a couple of times, like me, of course. And then, well, what can I say?
Does anyone
Mama
have a
Noha
look?
should be able to fix you up pretty good. But in the meantime, I can offer you a personal remedy. And he pulls out a bottle of, it looks to be set within a bone flask of some sort. And it's more of a tradition. Tend to take it to all of you new folk.
Nina drinks
And
it.
he takes a swig himself, passes it to you, passes it around. And then he gives it to Leaf and says, "Go ahead and give it up to your friends there." And the hoping that you can like jump up to reach them in the chariot as they fly down a little bit lower. Passes the thing around, and he says, "It should help you with your next one." And
Leaf would have flown up there.
and I need Constitution saving throws.
Ugh. That's a low roll.
Connor, did you drink too, right?
yeah. She would have drunk.
Yeah, okay.
If it was handed to her, she would be like, yeah.
I drink to
Yeah,
the
he says it'll help you when the next bout comes through. Meaning it's meant to give you advantage on your next saving throw.
Ah,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
forgot to do the advantage.
Did you? No, you're good. Not on this one.
this one.
But yeah, this is the effects of the thing, but it's for the next wave of exhaustion that would hit you. But what did everybody roll?
15.
7 for Zell.
Okay.
Team.
And then 20.
17 for Thief.
What was that, Leaf?
17.
One
Oh, okay. Okay, and Nina was 15, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so, and Hanu was...
20.
Okay. Fee failed.
No.
We'll say Ember passed. Arthur passed.
No, if he's...
Gwyn passed.
Yeah, if he's swaying,
Of course.
she will kind of tie something, like a little safety harness.
Oh,
to make
so Hanu,
Huh?
And Leaf, you watch as, about a minute after everybody's drinking this, like within that minute, everybody suddenly gets like really like doozy, says and mutters like a couple of lines that don't really make any sense, like a drunk person, and then they all just pass immediately out, including your guide, who he says, "No, that don't seem right now, do I?" And he just passes out. The orders are still moving on their own, but a vast majority of your allies have all just fallen unconscious, including your guide, including Zale, and you watch as he falls unconscious. The chariot, kind of begins to act a little erratic and speed up for a moment until Ember takes the reins and it continues going. And
Is Nina passed out as well?
yes, Nina, you are passed out as well. It is just Leaf and Hanu that is conscious at the moment.
We share a very awkward air and water genasi look of. What? Okay.
Yeah,
And
Leaf.
it's also Amber too. Some Genasi.
I know. Just,
Genasi party.
no, we're just
No,
looking
the
around.
Denazis are the only ones left.
There's gonna be the awkward like look around, and then Leaf is gonna be like, "Well, this is definitely exciting. Do any of you know what we should do?"
I
And
guess.
you watch as you pull through into a large open lagoon as that giant lumbering shadow you had seen before walks by slowly about 120 feet out from where your boats are. And you can see on the other side of this lagoon a giant skull of what looks to be a dragon perched over a cave mouth with a bunch of torches around it and bones that you can only guess is the entrance to Mamanoha's domain. Between you and it, you see this huge lagoon. In the center, a dead blackened tree. And lumbering around it are three of these large lumbering creatures. I can, now that you actually have a viewpoint of it, Hanu and Leaf can give me Arcana checks.
All right.
Ugh,
What you get?
12.
I'll do.
Oh,
What's
honey.
that? 22.
Nice Hanu.
All right. So, Leaf, you have no idea what these things are. But
Leaf is looking at Hanu
you,
like, should I talk to it?
Hanu, you've heard of these creatures. They have a connection to both the negative elemental plane and the Shadowfell. They are undead, gargantuan, about 25 feet tall, lumbering past slowly, three of them. These things are nightmares incarnate. They are referred to as walkers. Some people
fuck.
refer to them as night walkers.
Oh
Um,
shit. Oh, fuck.
Okay.
With a check like that, you could gauge its difficulty range. So I'll give you its CR. Each one of those is a CR 20 creature.
Okay. What I know
And your
about.
entire party is unconscious right now. You can see leave each on each one of your vessels. Only one person is left conscious.
I mean, the guy had said something before. He kind of went knocked out. What
He
was
said that the boat would be. Oh, he said this sounds. This doesn't seem good, or this doesn't seem right.
You guys
And
cut out. I
then
don't know if that's just me.
Okay.
You guys hear me?
She'll try to wake Fee to see if they can do like a stir 'em.
they're out.
Out. Okay. Well, that's bad. So, hey,
Green when I talk, and
how far away is it? Cause can I send a message over with my spirit with one of my ancestors into Mamanoha's house saying, "Oh hi,
No, there's a huge lagoon between you and what looks to be the entrance to a cave that you suspect is the entrance to Mamano House, considering it's the direction the boat is going. The boat is on like its path, right? Even though he's unconscious, the oars are still moving, and they seem to be set on a route to where they're going, their destination, which last year was Mamano House.
Okay. And do they seem to be hostile or just curious?
What?
These Nightwalkers.
The gargantuan 25-foot tall creatures that are lumbering around the dead blackened tree in the middle of this lagoon.
Yeah.
They haven't noticed you.
Okay. She will make a motion of us to lay down low.
The boat is still moving on its own path.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you know how to
it is not going to stop.
No, as in like we look like we're kind of Okay. So I just want to check out to see how, because I can do fog cloud to see if we can master
Oh
fog.
my god, yes. This would be a good opportunity to do that.
Yeah, I just want to know. It's a 20-foot radius though.
Is there anything like? Do I have any insight on why everyone's knocked out, or how we could wake them up?
You suspect it had something to do with what you just drank, and that they're poisoned, and that I mean, you have no idea how to wake them up. No.
Okay. I didn't have anything to. I didn't bring lesser restoration to knock that out. But
Yeah, you're going into the middle of this lagoon, like any moment now.
okay.
And so there's no time to like stop the boat and
Yep.
like do a check on what the poison was.
Yeah. Okay. So option here.
The immediate concern is not being spotted by the giant lumbering 20
Fog
foot tall
cloud.
shadow creatures.
Yeah, fog cloud, and then I'm gonna try to thaumaturgy some. It's only 30 feet away though. See if we can create a distraction far
Ember's
away.
awake, right?
Yeah, he's awake. So
I am
let's
gonna
see
take his
if
fucking
he
shit.
has anything to cause a distraction.
Sure.
Could we minor illusion like us not being there?
Minor illusion
No.
is probably not powerful enough. You'd need
Damn.
major.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay. So yeah, it's a 20-foot radius and a point within range. But if there isn't any fog around, then that's just gonna make it stick out. So
I could minor illusion something that might distract them.
could work, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, some range of, I don't know, 60 feet?
But Gwen and Arthur are still up, so how they acting? How they looking? I want to do a revive check with everybody.
Arthur is the one who pretty much mentioned that we need to stay quiet during this, and that the boat's not stopping, it's set on its course.
Yeah.
Oh! I am gonna use. Thank God I freaking prepped this. I thought I was gonna use it, but I was like, you know what? I have hallucinated terrain from Ember.
How long does that take
Okay.
to set up? Wait a second.
It's 150 and it's, no, fuck, that's instant. Fuck, not instant.
Yeah, that's why I'm just like shit.
Damn it!
Is it
That would be so good!
10 minutes? Okay.
I'll
be right back after.
Would Rue be awake? Because Rue has something
I
that
don't
she
know
can
if she's
use.
with us. We didn't really state that.
Because Rue has major image,
Mm-hmm.
which right now would be really good.
No, Rue's out.
Shit. Okay, Ember. No,
Nobody has passed without a trace.
Ember. Ember does not. Does not pass without a trace. I mean, we're asleep, so not necessarily like. it'd be
But
more
some
for the
people aren't.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, the best bet is like, yeah, fog cloud to obscure us.
Yeah.
That is our best bet.
Okay. Let's go see. I might have an interesting distraction, but I need to know how this spell works with Phantom Steed. I could have a Phantom Steed run out to create a distraction somewhere else.
Well, what I was gonna do, because we're gonna do like a combination of things, I was gonna do pyrotechnics over on the opposite side of us with Ember, and then you fog cloud us, and then we stealth.
So yeah,
You could also do something distracting somewhere, maybe.
Yeah. So
What spells do you have?
Well, I just have like minor illusion. Hold on. Yeah, I have minor illusion and that's probably all I could use to
Minor
Just that.
illusion. You can make a
That-
sound. From a whisper or
What's
a
the
scream.
range on it though?
It is 30 feet.
30.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
thaumaturgy.
because okay, because it's
Okay.
Frederick awake.
What?
Frederick.
Frederick's unconscious.
Alright,
He's unconscious.
so
Okay.
pyrotechnics,
So-
I use the Phantom Steed to run and make as much noise away from us, and I will use Fog Cloud to mask ourselves.
Yeah, I would say to use Fog Cloud. Don't mean worse Phantom to use Fog Cloud after
Okay.
Pyrokinetics.
Okay.
And what Ember's gonna do, because I have it on my person, I have the umbrella, so Ember can pull out the umbrella off of me and then pull it up around us. So
It only
Chair-
covers one person.
it's only one person. Okay.
Yeah,
I mean,
like
he's
it's just your 5-foot square is what it covers.
Okay. Well, I mean, he's the one that's up, so let's just have the umbrella cover him.
Yeah.
He's the only one that's up, and then the rest of us just gonna be driving it with the umbrella and the fog cloud.
Alright. It's
Because all the people who have invisibility started to sleep.
40 feet of fog.
Yep. And then Emperor will do cast pyrokinetics as far as he can. Good luck. Yeah, he would pyrokinetics, so just cast that, not only aiming to hit these things.
Alright.
Pyrokinetics.
If, okay, no, never mind.
Yeah, and then I'll give it a pause, but
Yeah.
definitely keeping it kind of like above. And then think of the turtle have stuff there.
What?
You have the turtle.
Yeah, I'm on the turtle. I would have asked with, just mumbled to the turtle, okay, what do we do about that? So I get like,
Well.
Yeah, stop, guys. do it.
okay, yeah. She makes.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
We do some finger hand signs. She would have showed you at least a brief stuff of the hand symbols that the group uses, and just should be fog cloud, make noise, and then
Yeah.
something else.
Yeah. The
Pyrotechnics.
yeah, be over here. The golf bar over there.
Okay.
See anything?
That's
Minor illusion. What else can minor illusion do?
yeah. Be right over there. And then the fog cloud will be around the boat. Kind of. Yeah, because the turtle will be a lot more close to the boat too. It'll be probably on the other side.
Yeah.
This is so nerve-wracking.
All right. So, as you slowly go past, you see it turn its head, the fog and mist wrapping itself around its body. And as this display of sound and light comes from a few feet away in the dark of this swamp, you can see it like forming shadows, like fingers rising up from all of the bones of what looks to be a massive serpentine creature that is winding its way through this lagoon. And as you make your way just right beside it, it doesn't even seem to notice the boat passing it by. But I need everyone else to make Constitution saving throws.
Okay.
Everyone meaning people who are unconscious?
Even on everyone, including
Oh.
people that are unconscious. Yes.
We have it with advantage because we drank. Perfect.
Yes.
Okay.
Alright. She will have. Well, who knows?
Hey.
Okay. I will re-roll that with my channel divinity.
Cleric shit.
Yes.
My foundry is still like I had to refresh it. And
Can you reroll mine? Can you reroll mine?
I can only do it on one.
Oh no!
Okay.
It's advantage, so you just need to reroll mine.
Well, that was the one thing. I can only do it on one person with one reaction. So.
Oh no!
I'll do lead.
But I can't see Zale though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I would be aware that you're.
No, you wouldn't be. No, yeah, you can't.
Yeah.
You're
No,
unconscious.
I want to use my
I
inspiration.
mean, no. I mean,
Yeah.
like, yeah, you can't see Zale because he's all the way up in the
Yeah,
sky.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I can't. And
Should I use inspiration on this? Because I still have one. I should probably use it, right, guys?
Probably.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I'm gonna use it.
I'm gonna be the lowest, so don't worry, bro.
Oh, I'm gonna use it.
Hey, Leaf got a nat 20.
Hey, I got 20. Okay, the inspiration was good.
Hey.
The inspiration was good. Thank God. Double that one with advantage, guys. That was
That's horrendous. I mean, the dice wanted you to fail that.
thank God for inspiration.
Hana, what did you get?
I got a 16.
And Nina?
23?
Okay, so Ember got a 22. And Zale got a 20.
Inspiration, man. Fuck.
Leaf, Nina, and Hanu, Leaf, Nina, and Ember are the only ones to succeed.
Oh, okay. I just did it one-on-one.
Yeah.
DC was a 21.
Oh, missed it by one.
At least it wasn't a nat one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I still only rolled a 14.
Alright. Those that failed got 14 necrotic damage.
Oh, okay. Cool. So only 7 for me.
And so Zale failed. Hanu failed.
Ember passed.
Beef failed. Okay.
Man.
Fee suddenly wakes up from unconsciousness, wide-eyed, and sees that creature and goes to make out a big yelp.
Yeah, Hanu tries to stop her. Just...
Okay.
Leaf, what
Go
else
ahead. Oh, Leaf, you're all the way over on the other boat. Hanu's on the turtle right now, so it's just Hanu and Fee on the turtle.
So what check do I need to make?
You just need to make a dexterity check.
With disadvantage or what?
You could do. You could try and grapple, which would be athletics if you want to do that.
Well, it.
And it would be with disadvantage
Yeah,
no matter
so
what.
either
because
way.
It's an ability
Okay.
check. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna just dexterity. I'm slightly better.
Okay.
16.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
Yeah, you managed to put a hand over her mouth and like shake your head, and she knows not to let out a yelp. And she, as you guys go past the boat, or past the first one of this, the boat continues sailing, going right between a couple of these bones. and
She will pull feet in and kind of huddle protectively over.
And then what?
you see
Ember-
another one lumbering in y'all's direction.
Yeah, Ember's gonna cast another pyro technics over. This looks like the boat's going this way.
It all the bones where you can see the bones are, the boat can't pass through. And the boat, you're not exactly certain which direction it's getting ready to go.
Okay, I'm gonna throw it. Looks like that energy is pretty good. I'm just gonna throw it the pyro connect.
Does
Out.
everybody else have visual or no? It's just black.
I can't see anything.
Okay, just making sure.
I have visual.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you're Ember as
What
well.
do you mean you can't?
Yeah, I don't.
I can't see anything either.
Oh, weird. Did not. That's because I have the chair.
The boat is supposed to give all of you guys vision. I don't know why it's not.
Weird.
That's what I was seeing. That's what I was like mapping things out.
Hmm.
That's weird.
You can't see through the turtle, honey?
It's black.
I just have black screen.
I just straight up can't see anything.
Yeah, it's just a plain black screen.
That's weird.
How about now?
Mm-mm.
Nope.
Uh.
Still nothing?
Not yet.
Mm-mm.
Nothing.
Fuck, I
They
don't
have
get
dark,
it.
did they have dark vision?
Yeah,
do
it's all
not.
set on there.
Okay.
Hey, that
Oh.
doesn't matter. There's a light radius
Weird.
from the boat.
Yeah.
I've had some weird things because of Nina. I don't know about everybody else, but like I can't
That has
use
nothing to do with that.
yeah, I can't use the hot bar because I'm not on Babette. So I thought maybe that was it.
I literally just thought maybe we were supposed to be seeing a black screen.
Me too.
If you just share a screenshot, Mashad, so we see what's
Yeah.
up.
Right now.
Oh yeah, because like at the very, very bottom of my screen, I can see like a vague outline of something right underneath the hotbar, but everything else is black.
This is what we're looking at right now. I'm throwing it now. Yeah.
I don't see shit. I zoomed all the way out.
Yeah, that's what we're seeing right now.
Okay.
I think these are actually just people's names where their mouses are.
Yeah, no, if you go into general, Mashad just sent a screenshot.
It's a cute turtle, I have to say.
Oh yeah, I don't see anything like that.
Oh, now I'm seeing something.
Okay, cool,
Oh.
cool.
Oh, yeah, now I am as well.
Oh, there we go. That was weird.
Huh.
I see
Just have to
it.
re-put everything down.
I see a
love the turtle.
I see a boat.
Okay, so yes, okay, everybody sees now. Cool.
I am
That's giving you your
uncomfortable.
tokens vision.
Something else that's weird. And I see some other weird stuff.
Okay, so Where are you setting the distraction?
I am going to. Looks like I'm gonna make a path. Yeah, that looks like the edge. So I'm gonna move around the boat. Send it. Yeah, just gonna send it looking behind. Over there. So
Okay.
that's turning stuff behind. Close up here. There you go.
Okay.
So you see, as the boat continues moving, Ember fires off a fiery round of pyrotechnics, and the boat continues going around. Okay. As you go underneath the boughs of this tree, you see as a bunch of vultures are perched up, staring down at you. And Fee goes, hey, little vulture friends. Our friends are really sick. Could you help us find Mama Know-How? Because our guide got sick too. They just stare. And then suddenly one of them alofts off from the branches, and you watch it as it swoops down low and it plucks up this frog, and immediately the frog is just gutted and dead, and it drops this gutted thing right onto the boat. And it
Leaf is
perches itself
like,
on the front of the boat and just stares.
that wasn't very polite, I think.
I think maybe it wants to help us.
Yeah, it's Southern hospitality is something unique. Lay low.
Eliza, like, takes notes.
The vulture alofts from off of the front of the boat, and then it swoops down and it grabs another frog up, and then it flies up onto the chariot, and it drops it right on top of the chariot. Ember goes, huh? Oh, what? That's certainly peculiar. And he picks up the gutted thing and kind of starts to inspect it a little bit. And you see as the vulture just stares at him while he's doing it. And then it alofts off from the side of it, and it swoops down and it grabs another frog. And then it places this gutted frog again right on the boat. And then it drops another one. And then in the end, you end up seeing it drop a number of gutted frogs equal to the amount of unconscious people that you've got around you. You're dropping it in front of each of them.
Yeah.
This one, I know it's probably gonna be done, but can they, Ember do a nature check, real quick?
Yeah.
Leaf is like, that's creepy.
13?
It must be a ward of some sort. Hopefully.
You see, as the boat is as Ember's getting ready to look into that, he's not 100% certain what it's supposed to do, or what it's supposed to be for, so he just drops it back on as he notices from his high vantage point that the boat is about to ram right into this fallen tree branch.
Can I
And
use
so what are
shape-
you about to do?
Can I shape water it to push the whole thing, or do I need to use control water for this?
It looks like a very heavy tree branch. You don't think shape
Sure,
water
okay.
would do it enough.
Okay, okay, I will use And I can move controlled water around with me, correct? I think. I mean,
I believe so.
yeah, so I will
You-
try to create a gust to move that log further away, and then what we can do is afterwards she'll try to use it to pick up the pace for us. So she'll just push out, and then
The boat starts to move a bit quicker. As the branch settles from the force of it, it sinks down below the surface and out of sight.
and then I will
And the boat
create
continues on
a
its way.
whirlpool far away for this thing to look at. So just a little.
Yeah, and
Okay.
So I'll just move that somewhere, yeah, there, further away, yeah.
Alright.
So
I need another set of Constitution saving throws.
Still at advantage?
Yes. Anybody that passed it doesn't have to do it again.
Oh, okay, so I think I passed it last time with the 23.
21.
So Nina is awake then, technically?
No.
Oh, okay. She just passed it and doesn't have to keep
Yeah, she just passed it.
Okay.
Fee seems to be the only one who randomly woke up.
Druids!
And so you ended up the DC is 21. So who succeeded, who failed?
Leaf, Zell, Hanu, and that's it.
And Ember doesn't have to make it because Druid.
Because he saved, right? Last time?
he saved before, I think.
And
Yeah.
because
Yeah, he
Druid.
did. Okay,
All
so
right.
not Ember. Yeah, so Leaf, Zell,
All right.
and Hanu go for me.
Nina failed though.
Yeah, but I succeeded last time. I just didn't realize that I didn't need to
Okay,
roll.
gotcha. Yeah, that's right. Yep. All right, then you all succeeded. Perfect. All right. As this point, with the coast of your water kind of creating a tide behind it, it makes itself around. You can see as it swims right through the middle of a skull and of what looks to be a massive serpent. I mean, the boat itself ends up fitting right into its mouth. And as it does, it passes into the green glow of a fungi-lit cavern. And it becomes very, very bright for a while as the aura of this fungi and mushrooms growing on the inside of this cavern end up becoming the only things you can see. Eventually, it's within the dark of this cavern that your allies begin to awake. The buzzing of flies around the corpses of those frogs becoming so loud that even in your sleep, you end up hearing it. The sound of buzzing flies like an alarm clock rising you in this dark green-lit tunnel. You look around at your allies, you've only got a moment to ask perhaps where you are as it opens up into a dark, swampy lake. In the middle of it, you can see a tree rising off of a rock. The hut of Mama Know-How. Now what happened to us now, huh? Who got the funny idea of poisoning my flask?
Normally
And
that
watch.
would be me, but it was not this time.
We're playing a dangerous game here.
She's gonna see if this
Tell me
guy
why I shouldn't drop you off at Mama Know-How's and leave you.
Well, if you really want us to tell the truth, I have a spell that will ensure that. But she's gonna see that does this look like it's an act?
Give me an insight check.
I do wish to
Amber's
bring
could
up
do
the
inside check as
fact
well.
that Yesterday you did seem to anger a few people. Why go with strangers when you have known enemies?
Oh, to be honest with you, the fact that we made it through the lagoon tells me that we must have made the right mistake. Must have made the right choice with you. Yeah, I've got a couple of enemies. I mean, after all, people don't like it when you win too much.
Yeah.
After all, I just happen to become the new proprietor of the Bourbon Bordeaux. So there might be a couple of people.
Work-related hazard would have been a great way for them to change ownership again.
Yeah, you don't need to get your hands dirty when the swamp can do it for you.
A bunch of crazy outsiders drug the valiant owner of the Bordeaux, and he lost his life with an act of... I don't know, I'm tired. I can't sound like I actually know what I'm talking about right now. Just leans back on this turtle. With a 17?
Well, I'm gonna stay here with the boat and just
Oh, I can
play a
do that.
couple of tunes and wait till you get back.
Alright, yeah.
And with that, I will switch the map.
I think what you did, honey, is you cut him in half with the words, friends.
Well, the other thing is, I'll be like, shit, I could reroll that thing, but whatever. It's just, I was too tired right now. She's like, oh, I don't want no.
Mama, no house, hell.
Oh no, Nina didn't bring her loot. Never mind.
If anything, she's just gonna lay down and try to remember Tangaroa's bones. So,
Yeah.
oh, if that is religion, I actually have expertise
Yes.
in that. Haha.
Yes,
Ivory
yes.
Coast religion expertise. Let's fucking go. Even if it's at disadvantage.
Oh
Gotta
yeah,
work it.
because exhaustion.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna go.
Forgot about that.
Another nat 20 I got. The other one was with
Yeah.
with the dex check. So.
I rolled double nat, like,
Oh,
double,
yeah.
like, ones, double 17s, and double 18s this
Mhm.
night. It's weird.
After talking to a guy named Snake Eyes.
Right?
Snack.
With you and your double-headed snake. I don't
Right?
like it.
Right? That's what I was literally freaking out over here. It was like, what the hell is going on? Why am I rolling doubles all right now? I rolled literally double snake eyes for the constitution check. I'm super freaked out right now. This FYI.
Yeah. Alrighty.
That's just a chance campaign thing.
Right? Yeah, because that last constitution saving throw I rolled double 17. Like, what the fuck?
And it'll just. She's laying down this turtle. She'll see this tree and be like, "Oh, dope! That is actually a nice place."
It's actually really cool.
Oh, I got it.
You hear some humming as you approach the front. A warm light of fire and candle from inside casting its glow across the well-sounded and laid wooden boards that wrap its way around this tree. The home itself, right within the trunk of this giant cypress tree, hollowed out in its center and cracked at its boughs. The door, you find, however, is open. And as you walk inside, you can see, tending to a pot, large one, over a hearth at the very end of the room, who you can only suppose to be Mama Know-How. She's probably not what you suspected. She looks much younger than somebody who would know how about so much. She wears a slender dress of what looks to be spider silk, and it's got a foss like mossy like cloak that goes around her shoulders. There's adornments of small animal bones all over her outfit. Bird skulls, finger bones, a collection of spines and rib cages that clatter around her waist as she turns and, with a hand, gestures towards the room and says, I don't have a lot of places for you to sit. Pick a counter, anywhere that's flat.
Thank you for being so generous right now on such short notice. She helps Fee up and then clambers up on the dock.
Leaf is very readily like gonna walk in and sit in whatever close area is convenient, wherever she can be close.
Also,
Nina sits on the first flat surface that happens to be around, which I assume is this dock here. And until somebody tells her to move, she's just gonna sit there.
Come on, Nina. You gotta.
yeah, Hannah will help pull you out because she's helping Fee. Well, I am stupidly honest sometimes, but I have a friend named Libby who will definitely approve of everything here. She makes broad gestures of the Mom Knows Ho's like outfit and then the whole like house too. I do too. It's pretty nice. I like it.
It's
am
hard
fan.
to feel homey in a place like this.
Hmm.
One does what one can.
Yeah, does. I mean, I like the aesthetic, but still.
I do not remember my home, but it does feel like home here. I like it.
Yep.
Is that why you come? Seeking a way to find your home? No. No, the place you seek. No one would call it home. Am I right?
I'm also. Instructions are given to me.
Speak up, city boy. I say out of character.
From the instructions that were given to me, there's also. I need a way to die and be able to come back.
She points at a corpse laying on the table nearby.
Alright,
People
thought-
that go there trying to seek another life end up like this poor fool.
okay, here, you kind of asked for a lot on the first date. She'll pat Zale's side.
I really thought that we were just going to a temple. I did not know that there was death involved. I thought that was happening eventually because, we were going to be fighting things, but apparently we just want to, die for no reason.
Okay,
Is
let's
this a thing?
No.
back up a little bit. Back up. We have business to attend to in the Negative Temple. One of his aspects of his journey is seeking death in a way to come back from it, I guess. Tilts her head. He needs to meet somebody.
The one who holds the mage eater.
She turns and walks towards your group, past towards a table. And as she does, bones clatter and the wood creaks beneath her feet as if she carries the weight of a creature at least 3 times her size. But the presence that she walks with, she kind of just nonchalantly shrugs despite it and says, and so you want to know how you get to such a place when they say I am the only one who knows how. It is not hard to find. It is simply hard to leave. She walks towards you, and you see as one of her fingers points right at you, Zale, and her whole body is covered with this like thick layer of chalk and flaking white paint that makes these vine-like designs that are on her like neck and along the arm and the hand that she's pointing towards you stand out. In fact, if it wasn't for this contrast, you wouldn't even be able to notice how those vines were not designs at all. But as she points towards you, they're very much alive, moving across her arms, growing out from the long mass of hair that falls down nearly to her ankles, clattering of bones around her feet. Oh, yes. Papa no eyes is the thing that you must worry about. However, we have history. I can grant you passage. Though what you do there, that is for you to decide. You and Papa No Eyes.
Just one other thing, since you're highly knowledgeable. Do you know the rune curses?
And now we come to the other matter. I can get rid of any ailment other than old age.
How cost? Does that include depression? Softly
For
cost.
that, I can recommend an herbal tea.
Oh, okay.
And she smiles, and you see that her teeth are blackened and filed to points. And as she smiles, it keeps going. It doesn't stop until the edges of her lips split her face nearly to her ears. She laughs. Wait here.
Okay.
And she walks out of the room, and Fee goes, are all druids gonna be like this?
Oh, she's really, no, I don't think so. I mean,
I
my
don't think
grand's
so,
not like
yeah.
that, no. Listen, given where she is surrounded, I'm pretty sure she's the kindest thing here.
I like her. She is fascinating.
Yeah, she's... Yeah.
You see, as there's this sudden sound of a squawking chicken, and she comes back out from around the other room, holding this chicken by the neck, and she just full arm extends it out towards you. These long black fingernails unwinding as she says, "Take it."
So, takes the chicken.
And do not let it go for 24 hours. Take it back to me, and it will lay an egg in 24 more hours. And then I will have your claw.
Mm.
Okay. What do we do with the egg afterwards?
We will get to that step when we get to it.
It sounds like you are trying to spoil a good time.
What
And
is
Nina
life
picks
without
Zale.
surprises?
And Nina picks Zale up, clasping his hands around the chicken, like she's holding his hands around the chicken, and is going to just hold him like that until somebody tells her to put him down.
It's
You
like,
can put me down now, and if you can understand. Well, then
No.
do.
I mean, unless you think this is better way, I think that I am much stronger than small little white-haired elf boy.
Uh,
I will make sure that you do not let go of this chicken.
looks the haughtier.
Alright,
There's like
she'll gently place a hand on Nina's forearm, be like, this is a task that we need to ensure that he can complete on his own. Sometimes
Oh,
having
This is some mystic bullshit. I get it. And
Yeah.
then she puts Zell down.
but also responsibility. Having a bird is a lot of responsibility. She just nods. You need to care.
Russell, in another dimension, ruffles her feathers.
right.
Never. I sense that there is much magic in this place, but I have not seen a magic that involves tending to a chicken. I've never seen that before in a book. Yeah.
This is
That is because this is not the type of knowledge found in books.
She nods back behind her. Yeah. There's a lot of tradition that is just spoken, and that you can only get from your elders. So, I am extremely curious of this area. I don't know if you would allow me to humor you with some questions later at a more appropriate time.
The only time is now.
Okay, and she just sits down, makes herself comfortable. What did she know? What did she get with the 17 on religion check with Tangaroa's bones?
You know that Tangaroa is another word that some people have for Takaroa. Though stories of him being a serpent, you've never heard of that.
Okay. I am very interested in esoteric knowledge. In the Coterie Coast, we have our own stories and explanations for Takara, but not that of a serpent. Is it attached to his legend, or I'm curious.
We borrow life for fleeting moments, just as we borrow stories.
Okay.
Takaroa, Tangaroa. Man, God,
Wait.
snake, wyvern, stories.
Okay. Is it knowledge to her that the moons are seen to be like dealing with the souls and stuff, right?
Yes.
So, okay, this just popped up maybe. The moons are conduit for souls. Guessing a snake is a conduit for the energy here, which dealing with necrotic energy is another way for souls, right? Maybe? I don't know.
You studied well somewhere.
I had good mentors when I was a child, and the place where I got a more formal education wouldn't really approve of gesturing to everything else here.
No. Formal education does not teach one to think.
No.
You learned from other places.
And her eyes, the black pupils suddenly spill out to fill her entire eyes.
Hello, old friend.
And through your voice, Gran says,
I said we're not talking, and so we're not talking.
and that's it.
Hannah just looks amazed, like, oh, juicy gossip in her mind. Yeah.
Tell us like it's how tell like why did Graham come up to talk?
Wait, how old is my gran? She said she's as old as the trees. Looking to.
And I am as old as the swamps.
Okay. I scratching her cheek and her just ponders that for a moment. Huh.
It's okay if I ask a question.
We are here. Might as well feel the time now.
What does
She smiles once more, and that almost unnervingly split
Yeah.
smile rises up.
Life goals.
What does a black snake represent? More than
They say that Tangaroa was a massive black serpent.
And who is this Tangaroa? What kind of creature was it? Other than just a snake. Which the size of it is much bigger than
Must it
most.
be more than just a snake?
Mm.
Oh, elves.
Was it a gone?
Ah, gods, mortals, snakes. Different stories, but the same.
Hmm.
Hmm.
I will whisper, nudge Fee, and just whisper to her, do you want me to ask her any questions?
He just shakes her head.
Oh, okay. Listen, sometimes people who have a unorthodox appearance are actually very kind if you get to know them. Take your time, okay?
He nods her head.
I know this is a lot to take in, but don't feel too uneasy. Most of us have dealt with a lot of crazy stuff these last few months, and this is very new to you, okay?
There's a dead body at the table.
I know. I will give her my hand to hold.
So kind of pondering things. So she's kind of sitting with the chicken, looking at the chicken sometimes, looking kind of forward, but still holding on, you know, softly but tight with the chicken. He's not letting the chicken go. Kind of wants the mama know how. Do you know everything even outside of these swamps?
I know a lot. I know that you are friends of Pridwin's, if anyone can call themselves that.
Mm-hmm.
Makes a face.
Yeah, this is
I
something.
know that blood is saturating the soil and roots of this world. I know that something stirs. Oh, yes. It slithers like a snake. Not in this swamp, but deeper. Something that has wrapped itself around the heart of this world has started to twist and tighten.
There's a lot of crazy events that have been going on leading to a culmination of something. You've just.
You are. Should I tell them? She looks to her left.
I look to her left.
But then they might come and ask us later.
Oh,
It might be more entertaining. You're right.
oh okay. She nods. She's probably she's talking to something in there. Okay, I gotcha.
I am talking to the dead body.
Oh, okay.
Look at
Nina
me.
immediately like looks at the dead body and like is gonna talk to that thing later.
He is due to pass any minute now.
Oh,
I have unshackled his soul from the elemental temple.
oh,
If you die there, your soul cannot go on.
oh,
But I made a deal. I could have his heart if I recovered his corpse and freed his soul. If he were to demise, I can offer the same privilege to you.
Can't look at the tail of the corpse.
Being bound to the elemental temple is not a pleasant afterlife. An afterlife of undeath is one of agony. I am willing to bargain for your other organs as well. Perhaps a kidney, a liver. Your fingernails might even do. Spotting the longer fingernails on a few of you. We are limited on supplies out here.
And you want this if we
Only
somehow
if you die.
Sound like our tour man. Say the same exact thing, just within its coin.
You will die. The question is on whether or not you are strong enough to come back from death.
yeah.
Papa no. Papa no eyes. He has his ways. Though I would be wary to eat anything he offers.
Is there no other way?
To come back from death. You see as the ghost suddenly materializes in the middle of the translucent figure. And she waves a bit of burning incense, one of the many sticks that's scattered around her apartment in braziers. And as the smoke kind of travels through him. He starts to like fade away, and he just takes off this hat, and you can see it's a human, kind of an explorer, a bit of an outfit. And he takes his hat off, and like a sign of respect as he just finally fades away at the shoulders and then the head, and then it's just the hat, and then nothing.
I heard that elf came by here recently. Did you meet him?
Is this who you mean when you say there's someone that you seek?
I do not know.
They came here a few days ago.
Did he also make a deal with you?
He did not think it would be necessary. There was a sense about him that made me believe him.
Maybe I should take my chances with him. As much as I thank you for the offer, I think I'll turn him down.
Well, think on it. You will need to sleep here for the night. Then its presence will be smelt on you, and Papa No Eyes will know from whence you came. He will respect it. There are rooms up above. Make yourselves comfortable.
Okay.
So I kind of walks a little bit away and can sit down with the chicken.
If
He
a,
is not looking at the chicken whatsoever.
if a soul is somebody passes in the temple, is the soul automatically claimed, or is there a moment to bring it back? It's just how strong their will is. Tilts her head.
Resurrection magic does not work there.
Okay. Okay.
As you settle yourselves down for rest, climbing up the ladder to one of the higher levels of this massive tree, you can see out through the carved holes in its side as the rain patters its way down onto this lake. And that is where we will leave off and pick up next week.